So today I want to get on here and talk about the whole Ashley and Tyler drama. Now, I have to be honest, when Love is Blind season 7 came out, I just fell in love with Ashley. I really did. I loved the way she came across on camera. I loved how poised and just how intelligent she sounded, and I truly could relate to her. She's not how you'd call um, a regular girl, just everyday. She just came across as very down to earth and someone who is very relatable, someone who doesn't fit a certain mold. And that's what I really liked about Ashley, at least the way that she represented herself on camera. And when Tyler came in the picture, at first I really liked the flow of their conversation, but at the same time, I kind of felt that it was trauma bonding. I really felt like Tyler was trying to look for sympathy. I felt like he was oversharing in order to get that sympathy bond with her, and in turn, making it building this sympathetic ear and making him seem like a teddy bear that you just want to hug and protect, and you want to say that it's okay. And most women, we love it when men are vulnerable. We like just looking at a guy and being able to, when a guy shares something so intimate with us, such something that hurts them, or a story that was traumatic, or a situation that was traumatic for them, we feel like kind of a keeper of secrets. I don't know. It feels like, wow, you shared that with me. You trust me with that information. You feel special in a way. And I feel like he used that to his advantage, of course, because if you notice that Tyler, his whole spiel was this sad sob story about like how he was not accepted, his father was not accepted, his father left him, and he would never do that, and how he was a redeemable character contra the father who was the villain of the story. So he had someone to always compare himself to, and he was just this victim that, of this bad situation. And how, and it felt like he knew he was manipulating her, and he definitely knew what he was doing. And I felt sorry for her, as many of us did in the beginning. We sympathized with her, especially when we found out that he had kids. Everybody rallied up around her and wanted to just protect her. Everybody was going hard for her. People were coming up with advice, what she can do, who she can sue, who she can contact. It was beautiful to see. There was a lot of people who were actually fighting on her behalf. And here comes Ashley on the defense, you know, protecting her man, covering up her little vulnerable victim, you know, and standing by his side, because this is my man, and I'm a ride or die. And the crazy thing is that it worked. I mean, his little the bait and the trap that he set actually worked, because she became the protector and he became the vulnerable little victim. And everybody was attacking him, and she felt protective over him. And she was just like going to defend him, presenting a united front, and being like, you stand behind me and I will protect you against this bad, horrible, evil world. So it created kind of a Romeo and Juliet situation. And when the public turned against her, because, and this is her fault, because everybody loved you, Ashley, but the problem came when you started opening your mouth and you started saying those things against those kids, calling them those kids. And instead of calling, being honest, or even trying to, understand the other side story, or to to not just be biased in the situation, but to actually be open minded that there might be another story out there. There might be another version of the story that I haven't heard. Instead of being open minded, she was very close minded. She didn't want any relationship with Bry. I'm gonna make sure I say that name right, and her kids or Tyler's kids. She pretty much distanced herself, and she wanted nothing to do with those kids. And to certain effects, to certain points, I actually kind of understand it. But at the same time, because you are caught in the middle, the man that you fell in love with is telling you one thing, and is telling you that those people are bad, and those people did this, and those people are like this, and I have nothing to do with this. I try to help, again, playing the victim against the big bad wolves out there, trying to get him. And Ashley was like, you know what? I'm going to protect you, and I'm going to stand by your side, Tyler, and I will be your protector because, you're the vulnerable little victim, and I need to be there for you and protect you and hold you close and everything, and represent for you. And that's where it went all left and just horribly wrong, because everybody was now judging her character was and her morals. It was just completely batshit crazy. And I saw that she was getting a lot of criticism, and I wished that she would just have stayed quiet and she wouldn't have said anything throughout this whole ordeal. But she, of course, like a lot of people, when someone is coming after you, you don't necessarily, some of us retreat, fall back, you know, just want to hide under the covers and close ourselves off from the world. But there are others who, like, that is not me. How dare you try and assassinate my character? And they, of course, lash out because in defense of that. And I think that there was a lot that I don't think she has processed yet. And I think that when she realized, she takes a step back and actually realizes it, there was a lot that she did wrong in this situation. And there's a lot of lessons to be learned here from both sides. I think that the blame should, of course, been going to the primary person here, which was Tyler, he was the number one suspect, and he should still be getting most of the blame. But Ashley was complicit. She was pretty much defending him, and she was co-signing his bad behavior, and that is something that, of course, worked against her. And it is sad because at the end of the day, like I said, we fell in love with Ashley. She's a beautiful girl. She looks like a Barbie doll. She is exquisite. She's elegant. She's poised. She's beautiful. And for someone like me, a female, looking at her, and I'm sorry to use that terminology, as a woman, maybe that is better, because as a female, that terminology has just been, I don't know, there's a lot of negativity surrounding that word. But as a woman, looking at her and seeing, wow, she's a beautiful woman. She deserves so much more. And if I look like her, maybe I could even get, I would, if I was her and if I looked like her, I would never look twice at someone like Tyler. If a Tyler showed up in my direction, I would be like, peasant beneath me. I'm sorry for that, but I'm sorry, but it would, that is horrible. But that is, I would never look twice at a Tyler. And that is not to say that Tyler, people that are like Tyler, are horrible people or they don't deserve love. But if you're as manipulative, if you have the bad characteristics of Tyler, then definitely you do not deserve somebody like a Ashley, who has her shit together, who has a job, who has a career, who is so poised, so intelligent, and who is so articulate at the same time. But what really scared me about Ashley is the fact that she works within marketing. The words that were coming out of her mouth seemed very, it seemed like it was coming out of, there was deeper hurt. There was, I think that she probably related a lot of that, what was happening, to maybe her previous experiences with her childhood, with her father, because her father also has other families, other kids, and everything. So I think that there is a hurt there, and I feel like she, I don't know how to say it, but she pretty much used that. She related to, in that instant, she used that, she projected it onto the Tyler situation, and I think that was the where the problem was. I still think that Ashley should take some time off, and this is great. She is. I did do some stalking, and I saw that she's going on holiday, and she posted this on her Instagram. The question that I do have though with Ashley is that it is interesting that there was an announcement, that she did make a public announcement about the separation before any filing. There was no there were no documents filed. I don't know that. I'm just it is what at least what from what has been publicly shown and what is publicly out there, there has not been any documents filed in terms of separation or divorce. So it is interesting how she posted that statement publicly before anything actually was official, was, signed or registered. So that is something that is very interesting. And I question that, of course, because was there a need, was there an urgency, did she just want to separate herself, or is it because there's something happening with Tyler and people are noticing um, things, and she wanted to address it head on? I hope that there was no betrayal. I hope that there was no cheating. I hope, as like she said, that they both decided to end their marriage, and I hope that it was a mutual decision. And I hope that he, once she does file those documents, that he actually grants it to her, and I hope that he does not push back and actually refuses to give her that divorce, because that would be the worst thing. Because the longer she's in that marriage, the more time he has to, start planting those seeds of what he can get, actually learning, doing the research, learning what he's entitled to. And I definitely watch Jessie Wu and Storytime with Ricky's live, and I love them. I think that they are amazing, and if you haven't watched it, definitely go and watch that that video. I would highly recommend it. They went into details about the whole situation, and I definitely do think that Ashley shot herself in the foot with this. I do believe, even though that he's not entitled to any spousal supports or any spousal support in this situation, I do think that there are some things that he will be entitled to. And I really feel sorry for her in this instant, because sometimes we do dumb shit. It's human nature, and I hope she learns from it. But I hate to see what comes after this, and I hope that it's not a huge blown out fight and ugly divorce that comes out of this. I hope that it's mutual. I hope that it goes by fast. I hope that it's signed, sealed, and delivered. I pray that, that she gets rid of this man quick and fast. However, judging from Tyler's, previous, you know, entanglements and his history, it doesn't look like that guy is going to go down easily. And pretty much, I don't think that he's going to go away that easily. So, of course, I wish her all the best. I hope that she finds happiness. I hope that she takes the break that she needs. I hope that she's healing, and I wish all the best for her. But I do feel a little bit sorry for her, because at the end of the day, we are all human. We make mistakes. And especially when it comes to love, you know that when you're caught up, when you like somebody, when you're attracted to somebody, even though, and we've all been there, and that person might not feel the same way you feel about them, you get caught up, you do really stupid things, and I hope that she can learn from this. So, sending positive vibes your way, girl. I hope that this resolves itself quick and fast, and I hope that you can move on from this, that you can learn from this, that you can come out of this stronger and much more experienced and ready for that real love that is coming your way and that you truly deserve.